You're listening to KYST 89.3, The Bone. The Bone. And now time for South Tucson Youth Football, simulcast on AM 1400, The Growler, and on South Tucson Local Access Channel 22.
Oh, man.
Good afternoon, it is South Tucson Youth Football. We are kicking off the 2017 season here this afternoon. It is a beautiful, balmy day. It is a balmy 85 degrees in South Tucson, Arizona. These kids have had zero summer vacation, particularly the teams playing in our season kickoff. It is week 1 of our 10-week season here on South Tucson Youth Football, here on KYST. I'm Brian, flying solo at the moment. We'll see who comes into the studio at any given time. May just be me. We'll see. But you know what? We're glad you're here. We thank you for checking us out. Here on IRMstream is how we're broadcast over the internet, but you are listening to KYST, South Tucson Local Radio. And we're going to talk to you about our first game coming up. Week 1 starts how the Corso Cup finished. The Corso Cup had 2 finalists. It was Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm and Ballet Bob's Dance Studio, the Corso Cup champions of Ballet Bob's. And of course, they were completely rid of all of their summer vacation. So we figure, they had the least amount of time to prepare for the season. So why not have them start the season? We are really just being cruel and ruthless to these children. But you know what? All for the sake of football and to maybe build a little bit of a rivalry here. That's kind of what we're hoping to do. We'd love to see that happen. We'd love to see these kids maybe just throw themselves all into the season, and that's going to be fantastic. So Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm, the home team coming out of the Big Small Business Conference. A little bit of info for you. They had a solid year last season. They went 6-5, 5-2 in conference. They went 6-5 overall. They ended up losing in the conference championship game to Cramblers House of Gags and Actual Items. They are taking on Ballet Bob's Dance Studio. Ballet Bob's a 4-6 record last season out of the Blue Collar Conference, the BCC. Not a very good debut season for them. But let's go down to Star Watch, brought to you by Florida Georgia Lime, the newest beverage made from your favorite country artists, Florida Georgia Lime. That's Florida Georgia Lime. It's perfect when you're on the tailgate of a pickup truck and trying to sexually harass some girl in cutoffs to go out into a field and and then the moon comes up and the sun goes down. We find a little spot on the edge. Damn it, no. All right, starting off with Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm. They have 2 out of 3 kids who made it for picture day. We're gonna go ahead and let you know that in the middle is one of their star players, quarterback Teddy Graham. Teddy Graham, you heard the name a lot during the Corso Cup. He had a heck of a tournament. Teddy Graham. On the left, there is Masterpiece Theater, the running back, so a 2-pronged attack for Burns and Crackle. And not pictured is their star, their captain on the defensive line, Haas Manatee. On the other side of that football is Ballet Bob's Dance Studio, who are just been retiring that Corso Cup trophy into their trophy case. Ballet Bob's. That is Alabaster Codpiece, their star running back. In the middle there is their wide receiver, Furious Cheese Plate. And outside linebacker there on the right, that is Lady Samantha. Lady Samantha. So we'd love to hear your picks and who you got to win this one. It's been great. We've got game day. South Tucson game day is happening right here at Burns and Crackle, outside the Muni of Burns and Crackle. A lot of great signs. It burns and crackles when I pee is one of them. They've got just a sign that says "Dirty Dancing Sucks." Just "Dirty Dancing Sucks." I don't get that one. Someone actually wrote the entire opening monologue of Law and Order SVU. The whole, the criminal justice system, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know what that's a sign really for, but that's what they say. So anyway, those are some of the signs here at game day. Let's go down to the Muni and get this thing started. Get this season started. You are looking live at Municipal Field number 119 in downtown South Tucson, Arizona, for the first half of our doubleheader tonight. This afternoon, This afternoon, it is high noon here in South Tucson. That's the smog that made me think it was night for a second. It is Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm in the black home jerseys with black helmets and white pants, receiving the football, going right to left on your radio dial. They are receiving at Masterpiece Theater, going to take it out for a 19-yard kick return. And they are taking on Ballet Bob's Dance Studio, the Corso Cup champions, the holders of the Corso Cup right now. But of course, in the regular season, this means nothing. It is a brand new season. Everyone starts 0-0. It is a clean slate for 60 different teams of kids. Teddy Graham going to start things off running, and he's brought down for a loss of 2. Quentin Barry with that tackle, and Ballet Bobs, of course, in their away uniforms, all white with hot pink trim. Hot pink. And they've got some fans who have traveled a long way from South Tucson to South Tucson. And, that's not that bad of a, I guess that's not that bad of a trip. I don't really, there's like traffic. It's game day. There's game day happening in like 20 different, stadiums all at once. So I guess there's game day and tailgating, and there's literally like just, it's impossible to get anywhere. So what we are seeing right now is, and there's lots of potholes. Very good point by Dwap on that one. First down, they went 5 yards. Teddy Graham, 2nd and 5, his first successful rush of this game. And for those who may be unfamiliar, if you're either watching us live right now, listening to us on KYST, or if you're watching this on YouTube, welcome. Hope you enjoy it. We're doing a thing. We're gonna broadcast these on YouTube a little differently. I think we're gonna break up the individual games. So we're gonna have 2 games. All of our streams that we will have will be 2 games at a time, except obviously when there's only 1 game to do. That happens in the championship game. But just a reminder, this is South Tucson Youth Football. How this is gonna work? There are 60 teams, 60. 6 different conferences of 10 teams. You can go to the IRMstream.wikia.com to find out all about them. And they're going to play a 10-week season. The first 3 weeks are non-conference games, then a 7-game conference schedule. Week 11 will be conference championships, where the winners of each of the divisions of conferences will meet, and then we will have the postseason. The postseason will be a 12-team tournament. Big pass caught there. And Teddy Graham is perfect, 4 for 4 so far. And they are down to the 20 in the red zone on this first possession, 1st and 10. And the way the playoffs will work is 12 teams will make the playoffs. That is Jonathan Weddle for a 2-yard rush up the middle.
That makes it 2nd and 8.
12 teams will make the playoffs. 6 of them will be the conference champions. They will automatically get bids into the playoffs. The other 6 will be at-large teams selected by the committee. And Teddy Graham, short of the goal line, 17 yards. 1st and goal from the 1-inch line at that point. That tackle, I don't know how he didn't make it in, break the plane there. Great tackling. I think it was one player just kind of just hugged the goal line and just kind of threw his body in the way. So whatever works for you, I guess. And of course, our defending champion in the regular season of last year is the Creamy Surprise. And Jonathan Weddle, the backup running back, in for the touchdown. Burns and Crackle take the lead in this game, 6-0. So that is how the season is set up. 10 games. Then week 11 will be six conference championship games, and then we will have the selection show, and there will be 12 teams, whittling down to one champion. You Need a Clown out of the Child Services Conference won the tournament back when it was only 8 teams in our first season. Last season, the winners were the Creamy Surprise. The Creamy Surprise, who went 10-3 overall, and they were your eventual winners. They won it, I believe, as a 3 seed in the tournament. I'm just looking at my notes right now from last season. They were the 3 seed, so they got a first-round bye, and they defeated Hootenanny's Country Western Daycare in the finals, who are a 5 seed overall. So again, making your way in there. The conference championship is a way to do it, but if you have a really good season, there you go for that as well. We're seeing some solid defense by Burns and Crackle.
Number 16 comes in at quarterback.
Burns and Crackle's mascot is just a guy in a pig suit on fire. That's not really a nice thing to say about lawyers, but yes, Mesothelioma law firm. They specialize in asbestos-related lawsuits. Anything that gets you mesothelioma. I don't know if anything other than asbestos gives you mesothelioma, but I'm sure we can get creative and find some stuff. But nonetheless. Oh, and there's a flag as he's taken out of bounds.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, roughing the passer on that one. So a 15-yard penalty will make it a first down for Ballet Bobs. Going a little inside baseball here, inside football, a little inside the bit here. You may have noticed I made a little bit of tweaks to some settings just to kind of see what happens this season. Oh! Alabaster Codpiece brought down. Looked like a face mask, but, you know, I guess maybe not. I don't know. I didn't mess with face mask penalties. I knew that was too much fun of a game to play, we all. Anyway, out of the shotgun, and there is another flag.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Another roughing the passer penalty. Okay, may have turned it up a little too much there. Might have to tweak that a little bit. That is the second roughing the passer penalty on the same possession. So either these guys are really enjoying just hammering that quarterback. I turned it up from 50 to 65. I didn't think that would do anything. Brody Crowder, sacked for a loss of 3, tried to make his way and run, but it's 2nd and 13. I only changed 3 different penalties. And face mask I just made from 63 to 65, so I barely touched face mask. I did change roughing the passer and kicker. I did change intentional grounding. I moved intentional grounding down because I thought maybe that was why they were throwing it out of bounds all the damn time. Codpiece, 16 yards up the left side. 1st and goal for Ballet Bobs, and that stiff arm was almost like a bit of a taunt there. But, you know, of course, taunting penalties just do not exist here in South Tucson. I don't know where I came up with Alabaster Codpiece. It was obviously one of the later ones because they're one of the newer teams. But, you know, yeah, I like it. There's Codpiece. Loss of 1 on that one. 2nd and goal. Jeremiah Frank with the tackle, and Codpiece is looking pretty tired. See if he lines up behind center on this one. I don't think they have the decapitation animation in this game, but, you know, we can keep hoping. He's going to throw back corner of the end zone, overthrown, and a flag. Likely he just got hammered. Yep, we're going to have to, I think we're going to have to, maybe just,
automatic first down.
Turn this down a little bit. Maybe after this game. And Codpiece seems like he got hurt. Bruised sternum. I'm going to see if I can change this on here. Bear with me here. Okay, there we go. I'm going to change it from 50 to 55 now instead of 65, because 65 was a little too much, so... I was like, I kind of want to see quarterbacks just get hammered to shit. And I was like, oh, they're doing that a little too much with penalties, so, okay. Well, at the end of the first quarter, it's Burns and Crackle with the only score on the board. Teddy Graham running it in. Sorry, not Teddy Graham. It was actually, what's his name? Weddle. Jonathan Wedden. Or Weddle or something like that. And Ballet Bob's down to the 4-yard line, and Moyer, nowhere to go, loss of 1. I wouldn't want to take no penalties because, you know, we like the face mask game. Field goal attempt up and good. It's 7-3 at the start of the second. Burns and Crackle still have the lead.
Set to return. Number 7 runs it back. Kickoff return 23 yards.
Sorry, just in preparation for all the face masks, I need to get my beverage ready. Of course, enjoying a nice cold glass of Florida Georgia Lime. It is, it's like Faygo, but for douche bro country guys. Anyway, we are getting ready. Masterpiece Theater just running it again. Second rush of the game, 13 yards, a 5 and an 8-yard rush so far. And Neil Wall with an 8-yard catch for Burns and Crackle. Wide open, hits him in the hands. Makes the catch. Oh, huge hit. Huge hit. And Wall is just getting up now. It is the Wall brother, you're right. "16 yards up the middle for Masterpiece Theater." 29 yards so far for that kid on the day. 3 rushes. Easily just doubled his total. Dwap, I think that's how I'm going to do it. That's going to be the easiest way to do it, I think.
Face mask.
I'll just start trailing off until I can come up with a song to start reciting the words to.
Automatic
I like
first
that
down.
idea. And we got a face mask, so, you know, everybody drink. Enjoy your Florida Georgia Lime, which I am enjoying. Theater again, a 4-yard gain.
Brings up second and goal.
Teddy Graham handing it off to Masterpiece Theater. 5-yard rush and a touchdown for Burns and Crackle. Nice pitch play from Teddy Graham. And Burns and Crackle make it 14-3 with that extra point. Might be seeing a pretty good some pretty good offensive power from Burns and Crackle. It's been a solid half football for them so far, scoring in each of the quarters. Still 2.5 minutes to go in quarter number 2 till the half. Nice quick screen pass and Alabaster Codpiece. Welcome back to the game. Took the rest of the quarter off, it looked like. Gets a big 9-yard pass to make it 2nd and 1 at the 45. Handing it off, that Codpiece again, 7 yards, 1st down and 10. Alabaster Codpiece, 4 rushes for 24 yards. Codpiece again, 9 yards up the middle, 2nd and 1.
That brings up 2nd and 1.
And Crowder gonna throw that one. Devin Moyer, the catch, 4 yards and a 1st down for Ballet Bobs.
1st down.
The Corso Cup champions looking to score their first touchdown of the brand new 2017 season. Incomplete pass. Good pass blocking.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 out of the shotgun. Crowder going to take this one himself. He's got a wide open space. 14 yards and a 1st down for Ballet Bobs. Ballet Bobs, by the way, using the offensive playbook of the U, Miami, the University of Miami. Meanwhile, Burns and Crackle have a spread offense going here, as you can see, with Teddy Graham and Masterpiece Theater. That makes complete sense there. They have the offense to work that pretty well. Here's Crowder again, taking off running. Runs right into it, loses the football. But Chip Brigham falls on it. It is 1st and goal inside the 5. That was almost, Ballet Bobs fans, their hearts jumped into their throats for a split second. And overthrown by Brody Crowder, looking for the corner of the end zone.
Was the intended receiver on the play. That brings up 2nd and goal.
I am saying some spread, huh? But that fumble was luckily fallen on. There were 2 defenders ready to fall on that one. And that's the result. William Alford, touchdown Ballet Bobs. William Alford closing this game to 5 points, soon to be 4, with the extra point pending. Ballet Bobs get into the end zone for the first time this season. And they had to work for it. Extra point is good. It's 14-10 with 54 seconds to go. Burns and Crackle gonna see if they can make their way down to field goal range or even get another score of some sort before this half is over. Kick is booming inside the 20. And it's Masterpiece Theater taking it for 23 yards. 1st and 10. At, looks like, the 37-yard line. And oh no, looks like Chip Brigham, who fell on that fumble, saved what ended up being a touchdown for Ballet Bobs, is going to be out for the game. Tore his pec? That kid's not going to be okay. Tucsonade Stickum. It really sticks to your insides. It's good for the long cold winters. And Teddy Graham going to throw that one. Caught by Buster Bergstrand. 19-yard catch, 1st down inside the 30. Big catch made. Bergstrand takes it down to the 26-yard line, and it looks like Burns and Crackle have a chance to maybe get some more some more points before this half is up. That's going to be an incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. Probably need to get inside a little bit more. Maybe inside the 20, I think, for a field goal they can make. Can't remember if I adjusted kickers or at all. A little bit. I adjusted their power. Just a smidge. Punters, nope, because punters are still terrible, and that's funny to me. Eddie Graham, 3rd and 2. Up the middle, caught. Neil Wall, touchdown. Burns and Crackle. Wall, another big catch. And Burns and Crackle put another touchdown on the board before this half is up. (21-10), Burns and Crackle, Mesothelioma Law Firm, exacting a little revenge after losing in the Corso Cup Finals to Ballet Bob's School of Dance Studio, whatever their name is. I gave it.
Kickoff return, 14 yards.
It is 21-10. Ballet Bobs with 11 seconds to go, trying to maybe take a last shot downfield. Nice catch there by William Alford, 17 yards, and a timeout is called.
First down.
Ballet Bobs have one more timeout. They're going to have to look downfield yet again, see if they can get something happening. Oh, go right through and sack Brody Crowder. Loss of 9, and the clock is, well, they had to use their last timeout. But Crowder airing this one out. It is incomplete. And that brings us to the halftime interval. Burns and Crackle, Mesothelioma Law Firm, 21. Ballet Bob's Dance Studio, 10. That is your halftime score. And this halftime is brought to you by the all-new 2018 Nissan Laugh-Finder. It comfortably fits 8. Uncomfortably fits another season of jokes into this template until we come up with a new tagline. And of course, South Tucson Youth Football would not be possible if it weren't for some of our local sponsors. We're going to take a quick sponsor spotlight and tell you about one of them right now. It is Sigmund's Aromatorium and Parfumery, where there's a deal going on. If you can correctly spell parfumery, and they'll even let you look at the sign, you get a free essence. They sell essences, they sell oils, they sell incense. You want to smell like something, you come down to Sigmund's Aromatorium and Parfumery. They can make anything smell like anything else. Some of their, they've even expanded into hunting scents. They can't keep the deer piss on the shelf. Deer piss, oddly enough, huge for hunting, I think. Let's say it is. So you can go down and get your essential oils. You can get your deer piss. You can make deer piss into an essential oil. Just make sure they're well labeled. By the way, Sigmund's Aromatorium and Parfumery, known for their poorly labeled products, just because the bottles are so ornate and so nice. You got to make sure you know what they are. A lot of times people use the wrong things for wrong things. Like, you don't want a romantic evening smelling like deer piss. So that's Sigmund's Aromatorium and Parfumery, because you don't want a romantic evening smelling like deer piss. And we're back for the second half of this game. Ballet Bob starting things off. Big open field catch coming off on the first play from scrimmage. Furious cheese plate taking it 72 yards. And a touchdown for Ballet Bobs to start things off. And one of those kids is absolutely fired for that one. Eau de venison toilette, yes. And Ballet Bobs have just come back and are within 4 points of tying this game up. They have answered immediately. 11 seconds
Deep to return.
into the half.
Number 7 wins it. Kickoff return 18 yards.
An unbelievable play, and we've seen a lot of great scoring so far. Masterpiece Theater brought down for a gain of 13 yards. And Burns and Crackle really moving this offense up the field. They're going to hand it off. Oh, fake the handoff. It's Teddy Graham, but he is caught going east-west too much. It's 6 a.m. Where the hell are you? Oh my God, you're in. That's right. You're on the other side of the world. Goodness. Well, I'm glad you're able to join us for this. I don't know if we're always at the time on at times that you can watch, but like this is the weekend. We'll be on during the afternoons, for me at least. Teddy Graham, loss of 10. Big sack by Quentin Barry, his second sack of the game. Huge play there. And Masterpiece Theater gonna run it for another 8 yards.
That's good for a gain of 8 yards. 4th down.
8 yards, and it's only 4th and 11. So our first punt of the game, Burns and Crackle are gonna just dollop that one down to the 30. And we'll have to just settle for that one. So there we go.
Number 24, the ball carrier. Gain of 9 yards. That brings up 2nd and 1.
So Ballet Bobs with a chance to take this lead are starting things off from, well, it's 3rd and 4 as Carlos Marquardt with a big tackle. Alabaster Codpiece going nowhere on that one. And Codpiece getting 6 yards on that, and the first down. Huge, huge play. And Ballet Bobs, 2:48 to go in the 3rd quarter. Continue to move this football. Oh, getting into the backfield there. Loss of 1 on the play. Someone named Muted in all caps just followed me on Twitch. Thank you. If you're in the chat, say hi, assuming you're not, muted. Neat. And a huge run! Tackle out of bounds. It's Brody Crowder, actually. 19 yards on the day rushing. Not a lot of rushing. And Crowder fakes the handoff, throws it to the running back, Devin Moyer, the backup running back, who gets 5 yards on that one. 2nd and 5 for Ballet Bobs. They are just chugging away, small little incremental gains. And Codpiece with a 1-yard rush. 3rd and 4. The Burns and Crackle defense has really started to show up on this possession. They kind of feel their backs might be a little bit against the wall here. They could lose that lead that they've built up. Crowder, 3rd and 4. He is tripped up in the backfield, down for a loss of 4. 4th and 8. Looks like the punt unit is going to have to come out. Or maybe they're just going to have to go for it. It's in that kind of no man's land. They may not punt it. They may be too close to have to go for it. This might be 4-down territory. We'll see what they decide to do. Nope, they are in fact going to punt it. Smart decision for Ballet Bobs. And the punt is going to go all the way. Caught in the air at the 30. Jesse Liston takes it to the 35, is tackled, and Burns and Crackle after that woeful punt. Now get to try to extend their lead, make it a 2-score game once more. Starting things off with Teddy Graham, taking it himself for 6 big yards, 2nd and 4. Throwing that one, hit off the back of the head of his receiver, who decided not to turn around that time. Not sure if that was on purpose or just seemed to happen. And 4th and 8, big stop. Rich Benjamin tackling Masterpiece Theater. 4th and 8, punt unit back out. 3 and out for Burns and Crackle, and the defense has really come to play at this point. Oh, it was muffed! It's Burns and Crackle football. The punt went off the body of the return guy. Maybe not even reach the return guy. I don't think that player that it hit, which will probably keep him anonymous, so there's no death threats to that child. And Burns and Crackle just fell on it. Unbelievable. And 1st and 10 for Burns and Crackle as the clock ticks away. In the 3rd quarter, it's a tight game. Masterpiece Theater only getting 3 yards that time.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
And that's going to bring an end to the 3rd quarter of play as we head into the final quarter. 5 minutes left in this game. Burns and Crackle hold on to a slim lead, 21-17 over Ballet Bob's Dance Studio. And stick around because our next game coming up will feature, if I recall, 2 playoff teams last season. Kebab Barkers and Holy Balls will be our 2nd game. Kebab Barkers hosting Holy Balls in their season openers, respectively. The home opener for Kebab Barkers. Should be a great game, and it'll be our 2nd game of this doubleheader, so we hope you stick around for that. And again, if you're watching this on YouTube, you may have noticed something different. We are splitting the games up individually. Each video will be a separate game. If you're watching us on Twitch, then this doesn't apply to you. But we're gonna go ahead and hit it with the music and everything too. So nice pitch play. That is gonna be. I'm going to see the jersey of that player. Buster Bergstrand with the end-around play. A little trickeration for Burns and Crackle. 25 yards on the rush. And he is inside the 5, and 1st and goal to get things going for Burns and Crackle, trying to extend that lead. Huge play for Burns and Crackle. They are down inside the 5. Handoff to Masterpiece Theater, but a flag on the play.
Personal foul.
Everybody take a drink. It's a face mask.
Defense. Automatic first down.
Just saw my girlfriend grab a pair of scissors and go into the bathroom holding her hair. Should I be worried?
Roger, Roger. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
I don't know if it's fine. Are you having a traumatic experience?
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Okay. It was uneven. Gotcha. Okay. Gotta check.
Automatic first down.
She was like in a towel and went out and grabbed scissors and walked back into the bathroom and like held her hair, and I was a little concerned. Another drinking moment. There's a face mask there. Not. They asked if you got gum booze stuck in your hair. No, she's not drinking right now. Masterpiece Theater into the end zone for the touchdown. Burns and Crackle extending their lead. Big lead for them. Back to 11 points, 3:23 to go. It's now a 2-score game. Ballet at Bob's Dance Studio. Big return for Codpiece, 28 yards. .318 to go. They are down by 11 points. And there's a nice dump pass over the top. Hassan McMillan, 14-yard catch. First down for Ballet Bobs. A lot of time left. No need to hurry, but they are going no huddle right now. Crowder. Big throw up the middle. Trey Edwards, another 14-yard catch. His second on the evening, or on the afternoon, 19 yards. Brody Crowder, look at that stat line, 7 for 11, 135. Not throwing it a lot, but when he's throwing it, it is mattered, and he knows how to use those legs too. Crowder with a going nowhere, 2nd and 10, and clock continues to tick. They will need to make a stop as well. Dumping it off short to the running back. That is Alabaster Codpiece. Taking it out of bounds to stop the clock.
That makes it 1st and 10.
First down, Crowder. Brought down to the 15. Only gets a yard on that one. 2nd and 9.
That brings up 2nd and 9.
Hands it off to Devin Moyer, 4 yards up the right side. 3rd and 5
That'll make it 3rd and 5.
for Moyer. And we are down to the final 2 minutes. So a lot of time being taken off this clock. Ballet Bobs still have all 3 timeouts, but they need to get into the end zone. They need to do it quickly. A lot of time for Brody Crowder to throw. Caught. Touchdown, Bryson Siegel. 10-yard catch. Touchdown. I think that's Siegel's first catch of this game. And right there, into the end zone, catches it along the goal line. Big touchdown. And the extra point is coming. No, it looks like they're going to go for 2. Yeah, that would make sense. Would definitely make sense to go for 2 on this one. And they're not going to get it. Devin Moyer going nowhere. Was tackled by Billy McDougal. Billy McDougal did good. You can hear the whole McDougal clan going crazy. Here's the onside kick, and it is scooped up. And going backwards is Burns and Crackle.
Personal foul. Clipping. Receiving team.
There's a clipping penalty. A 15-yard clipping penalty.
Still first down.
And it's first down. Burns and Crackle are now backed up, but they don't seem to care. It is 1st and 10. 1:44 left in this, and they're going to do a lot of rushing the football to force Ballet Bobs to take their timeouts. Lady Samantha with the tackle there, so I think that might have been Burns and Crackle's last chance, unless they can force a punt situation, but a first down may not help. Teddy Graham takes it up for the first down. 7-yard run up the middle. It is 1:36 to go and 1 timeout left. Masterpiece Theater takes it 4. That's going to be the last timeout that Ballet Bobs have. 1:34 to go. If I just do the math right, I think they may need just one more first down. Take it down to 3rd and inches. Masterpiece Theater. Good stop at the line of the first down line. Lady Samantha with the 7th tackle of the game. Minute to go. And I think just a first down will end this game. They get it, and then some. Oh, Masterpiece Theater just trucks that young kid. 14 yards, an emphatic way to end this football game. Burns and Crackle hold on after a late charge from Ballet Bob's Dance Studio. Bringing an end to this game. That will do it. Ballet Bob's Dance Studio may have won the Corso Cup, but they are going to start the season 0-1. They lose to a team getting a little bit of revenge from the Corso Cup final. Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm, divisional champions last season. They start off their season in a big way with a 28-23 win. And that'll do it for us on this game. Stay tuned. We got our next game coming up. It will be Kebab Barkers versus Holy Balls. Until then, from the Municipal Field number 119, this is it. Good afternoon from South Tucson.